guys have had in a while, it feels like?
Yeah, I would say that that's something that we've been trying to do, and we were able to accomplish today. All three phases of the game coming together, and just praise the Lord for the opportunity we had today to play this game and play it well together as a team, and just all praise to Him for what He's done in this team and He's continuing to do.
How does that rank as one of your top 10 games of all time?
It's a great feeling when when you can play like that and get a lead like that. It's awesome, and I have the best O-line in front of me, the best receivers blocking, and the best running backs blocking as well, and they just make my job easy. So all the credit to them.
Have you ever averaged 26 yards a carry?
I'm really not sure on that one, but my blockers did a great job today.
To get the records that you got today, I mean, what's that kind of mean personally?
I'm never one to really look at numbers or try to keep track of how well I do. I'm just concerned with the YSU Penguins and us getting a win, and so I was pleased to see how our defense played with our offense. We played off each other, and all three phases of the game playing well together to get a big win. That's what I was really pleased with.
Now, how would you kind of gauge how the offense improved from last week to this week?
I would just say our mentality coming out, and the way we handled ourselves leading up to the game. We were very serious, detail-oriented. I think we had a great week of practice. It starts Tuesday and Wednesday, those early morning practices, going hard then, So we had a good few practices leading into this game, and I think that was really the difference. And then coming out of half, we challenged ourselves that coming out of half, we can't just roll over. We have to prove to ourselves that we can come out of half with this lead and you go down and score. And I was really happy with our offense for how we did that.
Last week you carried the ball 28 times, 10. Is that kind of where you want to be?
Whatever this team needs for us to get a win, that's what I'm willing to do. And so I'm down to do whatever the coaches require of me to get the Penguins a win.
A lot of those rushing yards in the first half seems like they came outside the half mark, but whether they were scrambled or even design runs, was that something you guys felt like you could exploit? Getting outside the pocket on those runs?
Yeah, not particularly. It's just kind of where the ball tends to hit sometimes, and the ball tends to bounce sometimes. So I just try to follow my blockers, and they did a great job on letting me get in the outside.
You're looking forward to next week?
I can't wait. This one's in the books, 2 down, and we're gonna have our eyes on Michigan State, ready to play.
How does it feel to be undefeated after 2 weeks?
It feels great. Can't remember the last time, we've done this. And, for me being a starter, last year with the start we had, this feels good. And, it's a lot of confidence for our guys.
But one more question for
Yep.
you. Missouri Valley Football Conference play is 2 weeks away with today's performance. Do you feel like you put the league on notice now that especially you're a dual threat? Do you feel like, especially with that coming up, South Dakota State is going to be that first game on the docket? What are you now expecting for teams to really look at you moving forward?
I would say we just kind of take things a week at a time, and we know that those Missouri Valley games mean a lot. And but right now we're just head down, one at a time. That's how we're going to handle things. We're not going to get too far ahead of ourselves. So we're going to be locked in on Michigan State and what we need to do to take care of business then. And then when league play comes, we'll take care of it then. But we're going to take it one game at a time.
Great job, buddy.